Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine with a 7-card spread. This is for Tylee Ryan, her final thoughts and feelings about what happened to her towards the end. So let's get started. First we have the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords. I just got off work, y'all, so it's been a long day. Okay, the Ace of Swords. Now, this can represent two things because it's a double-edged sword, and you have the good one and the bad side here, okay? And you see how this is the crown of victory, but you also have two different leaves here. One represents not so good and one represents good, the hand of the universe coming out. So in this case here, I feel like this is the beginning of her life where she, was doing well, growing up and stuff like that. But I do feel like I feel like towards the end, I'm hearing that something about applying too much pressure to a situation. Okay, so this is showing me towards the end of her life, her final thoughts and feelings, that I feel like somebody was applying too much pressure to a situation and they weren't using their common sense. I'm hearing someone that was argumentative, whether it was her or her mother or, something like that towards the end is what led to her, this argument. There was an argument that led to her death, okay? That's what I'm hearing, argument that led to her death. Okay, I'm going to skip this card for now because I want to get to this one. Now, this is the end right here. So an argument that led to her death. This is the death here. This is the end of a karmic cycle, an end of a life, an end of something that no longer has life in it. So I'm feeling like this represents her death. I'm feeling like right here she's saying that there was some type of argument. There was some type of argument that led to her death here. So this card can represent many things, It could represent, it is the card that's called the end of a karmic cycle, but it could represent that there's no more life left in a situation. There's no more, the final conclusion has come. Okay, so this is what her life was. The final conclusion had come because there was a misfortune or a sudden misfortune or some kind of deceptive occurrence that happened, okay? So this is the story. I feel like she's unwinding the story, trying to tell me exactly what happened to her. I feel like she wanted to live her life, but now that she's passed on, because I do feel like she's passed on, that she's thinking about this stuff. Why do I say that? Because over here we have the Hangman, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, she wants to go back to a lifestyle that doesn't exist anymore. Why? Because it's already come to an end. She's passed away. It's already come to an end. So she can't come back to that life anymore. Okay, but she's still, like feeling in that essence, I guess. Feeling that essence of wanting to live again like she was, yeah. So let's move on to the next one. So after her life ended, because I feel like she was hit on the head. I'm hearing that she was hit on the head. I'm also hearing that she was cut or cut up, something about cut, because here's the knives in her back, and they go from her head to her toes, or to her bottom of her bottom here. So I'm seeing swords or cuts or knives or something like that's what she's showing me. A lot of knives or a knife or something like that is how her life ended, with being hit on the head and knives. Okay, a knife. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what she's showing me. Okay, so after her life ended, then came a celebration. Okay, so here's a couple of people celebrating, happy. They're about to move on into a new phase. So this represents Chad, Lori, and I think Alex. Okay, so it represents 3 people here. So I'm feeling that those are the 3 people that had killed her and were involved in her murder. Were all 3 of them. And after that it happened, they were celebrating. like this, because finally they had done what they wanted to do and move on. She's showing me a story here, y'all. She's showing me a story. So they wanted to move on and, celebrate their lives without her. They didn't have any more obligations. After they got rid of her and the little boy, JJ, they had this celebration where they were moving on. It could be a wedding party. I'm seeing a wedding party here. I'm seeing, dancing. There's lots of food around. I'm seeing a lot of food around. Music. I'm hearing music, a lot of music. So this card indicates that there was a small party and a celebration with food, because they've moved on to another step, a higher step of living. Okay. This is a hard reading, y'all, because I feel like she's telling me many, many things that my brain can't even catch up. Okay. So after that happened, then I'm seeing that someone or somewhere there's going to be a fax or a letter or a phone call that's going to come in, that's going to show the truth. There's going to be some kind of evidence. It's either going to be on paper or in a text, an old text, or an email, or a message of some sort that's going to come in, that's going to show the truth about what happened to her. And now, if you notice in the background, there's 3 pillars of dirt here. I think there could be pyramids, but there's 3 people. So that also represents the 3 people here. Okay, so that's 3 and 3. So I feel like right here she's showing me that somehow there's, later on, maybe not right now, later on there's going to be a message that was forgotten about, or left behind, or someone didn't erase or throw away, that's going to bring out the truth about what happened to her. And it's going to involve these 3 people. These 3 people, Lori, Chad, and Alex. Lori, Chad, and Alex. Okay. And that's how the truth is going to come out. Because when this page pops up, it brings truths and messages, but it brings good ones. Okay. And this is the card of phone, fax, or email messages coming in. And the page always brings in good news. Okay. So, and it brings in confirmation. It's bringing in a confirmation of something. Okay. And this card also represents bringing in confirmation of young people, of young children. So that's what I feel like she's telling me here. She's telling me that that someone is going to find a letter, a fax, a message, a text, an old phone call, or something written on paper, that these 3 people that hurt her, and the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out, and then everyone's going to know the truth. So I feel like that's what she's telling me here. Okay. So I do feel like she has ascended into heaven, because here we have the angel that's balanced out. This is the Temperance card. Okay. So, I feel like she's saying that she's, trying to find balance and being patient, because she wants justice. Okay, she wants justice to come out, and she wants people to know exactly what happened to her, So you see how the water is stormy here. And look, there's a little fish out here on the land instead of the water. Okay, so, and she's got 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water. So she's trying to find balance. That's what that means. When the feet are apart like that, one is in one place, one is in the other, that represents balance. But the water is flowing. There's a continuous flow. So that's the life force here. So, and then she's got wings. So, and then the nimbus around her. So I do feel like she's balancing her out wherever she's at, which I believe she's in heaven, because she's still a child. And then you have this explosion back here, which represents a new day is coming. Okay. So yeah. So I do feel like she's saying that she is in a good place. She's not in a bad place. So here we have the Hangman in the reverse. Okay, this is about someone that hasn't learned a lesson. And I feel like she's talking about her mother here. This woman has not learned a lesson, even after everything that has happened and she has done, she still hasn't learned her lesson. Okay, this is what Tylee is showing me here, that she has not learned her lesson, because this literally is the card in the reverse. It literally is the card of someone that's hanging on to the past, hasn't learned their lesson, hasn't moved on, or just don't want to learn, you know. Yeah, because Lori's life is pretty much over. I don't feel like she's going to get anything, you know, good anymore. So, but Lori's still trying to hang on to the fact that, you know, she's going to get out, and she's going to live this life with Chad, and she's going to go on about her merry way. Well, sorry, but that's not going to happen. And I feel like that's why this card popped up, that Tylee Lee's trying to show me that this is how her mother is still. And I'm also hearing that she's saying she can't believe what her mother did. She's still like with her mouth open and in shock and can't believe what my mother did. That's what I keep hearing. She just can't believe it. You know, that was her mother. That was somebody she loved. She loved her mother. You know, why would her mother do this to her? Okay. I know this is a crazy reading, y'all, but I'm just going through what she is showing me and what the cards popped up. Yeah. So I do see this woman, which is Lori's mom, Tammy's, I'm getting mixed up. Tylee Lee Ryan's mom, which is Lori. I'm tired, y'all. Sorry. And she's still stuck. She's stuck in her mind. She's stuck in, she has completely lost the reality, touch with reality, basically. She still thinks she's going to get out and live free. She's not accepting the wrongs that she's done. Okay, she has not accepted anything wrong that she's done. She has not acknowledged it, not accepted. All she thinks about is getting the money so she can get out and go on with Chad and live her happy married life. Okay, so here we have the Seven of Swords. So again, this is someone being sneaky. So right here, she showed me her mother and Chad, both of them again. She showed me that they're being sneaky right now. And they're trying to, you know, how do you say, trick the system. Because they don't want, again, they're not ever going to admit what they did wrong. They want to trick the system. You see how there's this man is slinking off, and he's looking back to see if anyone's looking at him. Okay, and he's stealing energy, everybody's energy, whatever he can steal. And that's Lori and Chad stealing everybody's money through insurance, stealing their lives, just stealing everything so they can live happily ever after. And they're looking back to see if anyone's looking at them. But what they don't know is they left evidence behind. These two represent evidence. And this is what she's talking about in this card here. Whatever evidence that they're going to find here, it's a text. It's either a text, a phone message, a phone call, something written on paper that's going to come through or be found. This is the evidence here. In this card, these two swords represents evidence left behind, and that's what's going to get them right there. That's what's going to get them in jail or found guilty. I'm feeling that they're going to find evidence that Chad killed his wife, and Lori will be charged for Charles' murder. Okay? Not necessarily the kids. That's going to be a harder case to solve because there's no bodies. But Tammy's body has been exhumed, and I feel soon that they're going to come up with something, and then they're going to arrest Chad, and then Lori will be found guilty of killing her husband, is what I'm thinking. And then later on, the truth is going to come out about Tylee Lee and Joshua Vallow, because, you know, you cannot hide the truth. No matter how many years pass, 20 years can pass, and then suddenly a truth will come out. Because that's just life. That's just life. That's the way it is. That's one of God's law about karma. You can't hide a truth. The truth always comes out no matter what. It can take 1 year, up to 20 years, up to 30 years. It doesn't matter how much time has passed. A truth is going to come out. Okay, I know this is a weird reading, but she's skipping around. I feel like she's skipping around, showing me little glimpses and pieces of stuff. I think I have to do more on her to get a better reading, because I feel like there's so much more that she wants to say, but she's not saying it. Okay, so I do feel like I have to draw more cards. But for the most part, I wanted to do this real quick too, because it's late and I want to go to bed. I'm so tired and I have to work tomorrow. But yeah, this right here basically is what she's telling me, that their end is coming. Okay, her karma ended, but their end is coming as well. It's only a matter of time that these two sneaky people are going to get caught, and the truth about them is going to come out. Because here's the truth right here. These represents evidence that got left behind. It represents truths coming out, and then this here is, she's showing me how the truth's going to come out in something paper or something that was found, written, or somebody left behind. Some kind of evidence that's going to pop up is exactly what she's telling me. But I am telling you right now that she is okay. She's okay. She's trying to find balance with everything that happened to her. She's trying, and I don't feel like she'll find that complete balance until justice has been served. That's what I'm hearing. When justice has been served and Lori and Chad finally face the truth and they get punished for what they've done, then she'll be exactly where she needs to be. But right now she's trying to find balance with everything, make sense of everything. But the life flow, she has a strong life flow here, see? And there's a Nimbus around her, so she's protected. Here's the guardian angel behind her. She's protected. She is literally an angel because she was a child when she died. So all children automatically go to heaven. They don't go to hell because they're innocent. And she was basically an innocent child. I mean, what, 17 years old? That's still a child, you know, to us anyway, to us older people. But yeah, so that's what she's showing me just for this moment. I do feel like there's more that she wants to say or more that she wants to tell me, but I have to do more cards. So I'm probably going to do a part 2 on this one. Okay. But yeah, there's the evidence right there laying here that's going to come through. Someone's going to find it. And that's going to be the ending of Chad and Lori Daybell. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, please. Also, tell me in the comments what you want to hear next. I'll do the best I can, y'all. Y'all know I work a 12-hour shift and I'm tired. I will be off on Friday, which I will do another live reading on Friday, this coming Friday. Also, this channel is my brand. Please do not copy my video because you will be in trouble if you do. Anyway, y'all, this video is not made for kids. So I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.